Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. We're down here at the Palma International Boat Show, and this boat caught my eye. It is a Monte Carlo 66. Now I'll give you some exterior shots of this boat. I think the lines on it are really quite stunning, and I love this kind of flared bow. It looks a bit like a kind of an American lobster boat. So let's have a little walk around. We'll start here on the bathing platform. This has got a Sea-Doo jet ski on the back, which I'm not sure if it comes with the boat or not. This boat's for sale at the moment. It's up at 1.95 million euros with a broker. It's also available for charter, so if you want to try before you buy, about 35,000 euros a week, and you can hire this one, which would be fun. Now there is a crew cabin here. Unfortunately, because of the location of the Sea-Doo, I can't access that at the moment, but there's two small single berths and the heads down there. But a lot of boats this size are actually sort of crewed by the owners. They're owner operated, so that's probably storage for a lot of people. Let's just step up into the kind of saloon area here. And it's a really nice sociable space. So we've got some freestanding furniture there. We've got that nice big sofa. We've got access through the gates on both port and starboard, which is always I always think a nice thing. And what's quite nice is that this area here is glazed. So you've still got great views out each side, but you've got a little bit more shelter. Today it's not cold down here in Palma, but it's certainly not red hot. And if you sat out here later in the evening, that kind of stuff is going to make it that little bit more pleasant. This boat's been blessed with twin MAN 1000 horsepower engines on pods. It'll do about 24 knots cruising, about 30 knots flat out. And we're all nicely undercover in here. Now this is actually a one owner boat, and as you wander around the boat you kind of get the feeling that it's been really well loved, really well used. You know, it's had a few hours on the engine, but it's got everything on it that the owner needed. So we've got bow and stern thruster, we've got a water maker, we've got stabilizers. So I would imagine that this is one of those boats that an experienced owner has spec'd and used, and if you were to buy it or acquire it or rent it, it would be kind of pretty much turnkey. Like this bow out here, I know we'll see more elaborate configurations, you know, with tables and biminis and all that kind of stuff. There's something kind of elegant about the simplicity of this, with a couple of big sun pads here that I like, and very, very nice sort of simple wide walkways and access. And although there's no sort of big high handrails, because I've stepped down here, I do feel actually really safe. And I think that's a really good looking boat. When you look back there, there's something kind of classic about this boat's design, which is the reason I stepped off the pontoon and onto the stern to give you a little walk round. It's not always the boats you think you're going to film when you come to a show like this. It's often the ones that just kind of leap out at you, and this one did that. So let's just make our way back along the starboard side. Nice high handrail, nice wide walkway back into the cockpit area here, and then we'll step into the saloon. So this is a galley aft design, and we've got a big sink here, worktop, electric grill, electric stove. Now I fought with this earlier. I might need another hand with this because the fridge here, how did I do that? There's a lady here that might be able to help me. There we go. There you go. How about that for a good sized fridge? You could lock yourself away on this boat for a weekend and be quite happy, couldn't you? Miele appliances, lots of storage. Another fridge area there. And then this is rather nice. This, I can imagine sitting and having your breakfast there. And then it's still separate from the sort of secondary social area, which is up here with this big U shape. It does sort of feel a little bit like a beach house sort of design, with the colours and this sort of distressed wood. Italian design. Can't really go wrong with that. And then we've got a helm position with our twin Marine multi-function displays, joystick controls, all the bits and pieces you would need. Let's move down below and show you the accommodation. So we've got this sort of light satin wood. If we go forward, first of all, this would be your guest VIP. Good headroom, nice glazing, got some wardrobe space in here. There's an escape hatch up there. If the sun pad wasn't across it or the blind wasn't across it, we get a little bit more light. And the TV up here on the side. And if we swing around, we've got an ensuite here, which has got its own shower. Pan around to the loo and everything there. So that's all good. Back out into this lobby. And then we'll step down into our twin berth. This is actually a really nice cabin. Some cabins you step into and they just have a nice vibe. This has got a couple of steps down. So you get loads and loads of headroom. You can sit on the bed there, no problem at all. And in this lobby area where I am now, well, I can just about touch the ceiling. So there's lots of space here. Another hanging locker there. And back out into the lobby. I was really impressed with this actually. This is the day heads. And it's a really good size. Nice sort of marble effect flooring. And then you've got this shower stall here with the screen that sort of slides round, which I think works well. But it's a really good size, really generous size. So that's nice. So that's your day heads, and yeah, you've got a door through there into your twin as well. So that would be your heads at night. But I've saved, so in terms of accommodation, the best till last. There's one door here, and I don't suppose you're expecting this, because this takes us through into our master. And it's a full beam master, and it's huge. Genuinely huge. When I came down here, the guy said to me, "Oh, you'll be impressed with the volume." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I came down here and I was like, "Yes, I'm impressed with the volume." So you've got this big sofa area over here. Got a big hanging wardrobe there. Really good sized bed. Got loads of storage over there. Okay, the blinds are down, so it's a little bit darker than normal. But this is a lovely space. And it just feels kind of calm and quiet and serene. Big TV there. And it does give you an idea of how big this space is, because as you walk past this kind of desk makeup area on the way to your own ensuite. And again, this ensuite is a very, very decent size. So you've got a walk-in shower stall there. Nice big sink. And then the loo tucked away there. That's nice, isn't it? I mean, if you had master accommodation on a 70-footer, I don't imagine it would be any better than this. Really nice. Okay, so we will make our way back up and we'll finish up on the fly bridge. Get the view across the other boats we're looking at. So back through the saloon, past our galley, and we'll take the staircase up. So while we're doing this, if you've not subscribed, can I ask you, please subscribe. We'd love to see you coming back and watching more of our videos. If you press the alert button, then every time we release a new video, we'll let you know about it. And here we are. Big old fly bridge. So this area at the back has been left sort of clear. So we've got some paddle boards and bits and pieces. But this is our catering area. So big sink, grill, refrigeration, I'm guessing. What am I doing wrong? That's what I was doing wrong. Life raft and whatnot. We've got this big hard top. And as we move forward, we can see that there's a fabric panel that slides back. But very, very sociable. So again, we've got sort of a big U-shaped seating area here next to the helm. Move that one out of the way a minute. That's it, you can see it a bit better now. And then you've got this kind of flop design where if you're sat at the table, you're using the backrest here, or you flop the backrest that way if you're using the helm. And all those crucial controls, joystick, bow and stern thruster, everything repeated up here, obviously. That's rather think that's rather a pretty view there out over the bow. I like that. So there you go. If you've not been on a Monte Carlo yacht before, you have now. It's a used boat. It is for sale. I'll put details down there as to how you can find out more about it. But I thought it was an interesting one to have a look at. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.